Welcome to Conscious Chronicles. Here I explore extraordinary stories of near-death experiences, spiritual awakenings, and journeys beyond the veil. If you're returning, thank you for being part of this growing community. And if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm the Conscious Chronicle, your narrator. Here we don't just tell stories. We step into them. Each account is shared in the experiencer's own words as they lived it. So if you enjoy content that dives deep into the mysteries of consciousness, please consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell on your way out. Now, grab yourself a drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into today's remarkable story. This is the near-death experience of Holden Lee. What started as a rainy evening drive home from work at 17 years old would become the moment he left his body, encountered a divine presence, and returned forever changed. Here is his NDE in his own words. My name is Holden Lee, and this is my near-death experience. I've only recently started talking about this. It's something I kept to myself for years. But now I feel more encouraged to share. I was 17, in high school, and it was summer. I was heading home from school with a friend, and I was supposed to go to an SAT prep class that night. But I didn't want to go, so I told him to skip my usual exit and take the next one. It had started to rain, heavy, and as we were getting off the highway, heading up a ramp, his old 91 Chevy Blazer started to fishtail. He went to hit the brake, but accidentally slammed the gas. Suddenly, we're flying off the highway at 50 or 60 miles per hour, straight into a fence, and that's when everything slowed down. Time stopped. I remember watching the fence crush beneath us as the car turned sideways, and in that frozen moment, 3 thoughts entered my mind so clearly, like they were etched into me. You're going to die now, the voice in my head said, plain and calm, just like a matter of fact. Then my thought said, I wish I could have said goodbye. As I thought that, I saw images of my parents and my best friend Dave smiling at me, like it was a flash of my life. The third thought was the most powerful. They will understand, not in life, but in death. That life is so fast, just a blink, and they'd be with me before they knew it. And then I was gone. I was floating, lifted from my body, outside the wreckage above it all, and I was wrapped in what I can only describe as bliss. No fear, no pain, just peace, like being held in a warm blanket by something eternal. There was a light, not in front of me, but pouring into me. It felt like home, like I didn't have to hurt anymore. It was divine. I was with God. I looked down at the scene below, but I wasn't attached to it. I had compassion for those I left behind, but I knew they'd be okay. Life matters. Yes, but mourning, that's for the living. Then the light slowly faded. I felt like I drifted away. And then, almost like a bolt of lightning, I woke up, upside down in the wrecked car, hanging by my seatbelt, blood and glass in my eyes. I saw fluid leaking. Everything was surreal. But the real shock wasn't the accident, it was being back. Paramedics pulled me out through the rear window. I was in the hospital. I remember my friend saying to me, "Why are you so relaxed? It's like you've been through this before." I just shrugged. I couldn't explain it. That night I went home, took a shower, and that's when it all hit me. Like a movie. I collapsed to my knees sobbing. But the story didn't end there. The next morning I woke up with this intense energy running through my body, like electricity, like a current of something powerful and alive. And it never left me. It took me 20 years to learn what it was. Someone finally told me that it was a spontaneous Kundalini awakening, something yogis spend years trying to reach. Mine came from the NDE, but it was overwhelming. I felt everything, people's thoughts, emotions, both joy and pain. Life went on. I got older and I left my old life behind, moved west, and I hit rock bottom. Then a few years later, I was on a mountaintop, and the same divine presence from my near-death experience returned. From that moment on, my life began to rise again. Through meditation and spiritual practice, I reconnected to God, to purpose, to the reason I came back. I realized we're here to build consciousness. This life, it's a playground of free will. We can choose good, we can choose darkness, but we're here to grow, to evolve. I believe we come back again and again to work on what we got wrong last time. Maybe this is a simulation, but it's a divine one, a sacred experiment in becoming. So if I can leave you with anything, it's this. Don't be afraid of death, but do live your life. Stand on your own 2 feet, turn off the noise, shut out the negativity, stop feeding the fears. Instead, connect, help others, volunteer, show up for your community, because in the end, we are all here together to build something better, something brighter, something conscious. Thank you for listening to this powerful story. If Holden's journey touched something in you, let us know in the comments below. And if you have your own story you'd like me to narrate, please reach out. I'd be honored to tell it. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and keep exploring the mysteries of consciousness. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell on your way out. Take care.